Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's Trevor here today, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my entire real estate investment portfolio. I will show with you how the numbers are working on each property and how did I do it. At the end of the video, I'm going to share with you the 5 tips that I think you should really pay attention to when you want to start your own real estate investment portfolio. And before we do that, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button so it can help my channel developing much quicker and you won't miss any other coming up videos. And if you have done that already, let's jump into it. The very first property, it was a single detached property. I bought it in May 2019 with the price of $390,000. The down payment was 20% of the value, which was $78,000. So I got the mortgage of $312,000 on this very first property. So for this very first property, I decided to take 30 years amortization, 5-year variable rate at the rate of 2.5%, and that led to the monthly payment amount of $1,230.68. Apart from the monthly payments for the mortgage, I had to pay the property tax at around $250 a month and also the insurance of $80 a month. So all of them together, they created the monthly cost of $1,560.68 for this very first property. So as soon as I moved into the house, I decided to rent out the 3 bedrooms inside my house. We just lived as a single family in just 1 master bedroom. So I rented out the other 3 bedrooms, $500 each room. So that came to the amount of $1,500 a month for the rent. So basically that $1,500 rent covers basically everything already. Fast forward to December 2020, almost a year after I bought the very first property, I decided to do the refinance at that time. So at that point of time, the house was worth $480,000. So I took out the mortgage of 80% of that value of the house. So I was able to take out $384,000. So with the new amount of mortgage, which was $384,000, and the balance at that time it was only $304,000, it means that I was able to take out $80,000 as cash sitting in my saving account. And as you can guess, I used that $80,000 as the down payment for the second property. In February 2021, once again I decided to refinance. At this time, I was not intending to take out any equity anymore. I just want to take the lower interest rates because the interest rate at that time it was a little bit lower. And so I decided to do the refinance again. And with the balance of $374,000, I decided to take the 30 years amortization, 5-year variable rates again with the rate of only 1.6%. And with the new interest rate, that brought the total monthly cost to the number of $1,637 a month for this first property. As of today's day, I'm renting the whole property out with the amount of $2,100 a month, and that means it is bringing me the cash flow of $463 a month. The second property, I bought it in May 2020, and it was also bought at the price of $390,000. Again, the down payment was 20%, which was $78,000, and I got the mortgage of $312,000. I decided to again move on with the 30 years amortization, 5 years variable rate with the rate of 1.9%. And the monthly mortgage payments for this second property, it was $1,136.52. With the property tax of $300 a month and the insurance of $80 a month, the total monthly cost of the property, it was $1,516.62. After closing the deal, we decided to do renovations on this property and the cost was $12,000, and we turned the house from a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom into a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. As this property was a little bit closer to the downtown, so we rented the whole property out right away, and the rent for the whole property was $3,000 a month. in February 2021, we decided to refinance this property to take out some more cash. The property was worth $550,000 at the time we decided to refinance in February 2021. So we decided to take out 80% for the mortgage, which was $440,000. As the balance of the mortgage at the time we did the refinance, it was $307,000. So the new mortgage balance of $440,000 bring us with the amount of $133,000 in cash sitting in saving account, and we were prepared for the next property. With the 30 years amortization, 5-year variable, we got the rates of 1.55%, and that brought us with the monthly mortgage payments of $1,528.05. With the total monthly cost for this second property at around $1,908.05 and the rent of $3,000 a month, it brought us with the monthly cash flow of around $1,100. The third property, we bought it in March 2021. It is a new built townhouse, and we bought it at the price of $535,000. We put out again 20% as the down payment, and it cost us $107,000. With the mortgage amount of $428,000, we got the rate of 1.44%, and that created the total monthly cost for this new property was around $1,845.84. And again, we decided to do house hacking. We rented out the other 2 bedrooms and the 1 master bedroom in the basement, and the total rent for this new property was $1,900 a month, and basically covered the cost for this property. Let's take a quick look at the numbers up to today's day, which is May 2021, how the numbers are working on each property. On the very first property, the current mortgage balance is $372,000. The value is $660,000, which left us with the equity of $288,000. On property number 2, the current mortgage balance is $439,000. The value of the property is $560,000, which left us with the equity of $121,000. On the third property, the current mortgage balance is $427,000. The current value is $660,000, which left us with the amount of equity of $233,000. So up to today's day, which is May 2021, the value of the whole portfolio of mine is worth $1.88 million. In that, we have the mortgage of $1.238 million, and which left us with the equity amount of $642,000. So whenever we want to talk about the real estate investment, we always want to talk about the 3 sources of income that it can bring to us. The first one is always the monthly cash flow. The second thing is the monthly principal pay down. So for every and each payment that you are making toward the mortgage, a portion of that will be paid toward the interest, and another portion is paid toward the principal. And third of all, the last but not least, we always have to talk about the appreciation in the value of the property. Let's take our investment portfolio as an example. So every single month, we do have cash flow of $1,555 every single month. So that means every single year, we do have the net income of $18,660 a year. Regarding the principal pay down, every single month, we are paying around $700 toward the principal for each property. It means that every single year, we're paying down around $25,200 in principal for 3 properties. Talking about the appreciation, so within only 2.5 years from the initial investment amount of $78,000 only, and right now we do have the total equity amount of $642,000, which means that we were left with the net gain in the equity of around $564,000. So in average, every single year, we do have the net amount in the gain of the value of the house. It is around $225,000 just in the appreciation value. Although we have to admit that during the pandemic, the housing market in Canada was crazy hot, which made the housing value much higher than we expected. But in the normal conditions, we can easily expect the normal appreciation in the value of $50,000 for each property. So 3 properties that can bring us with the amount of $150,000 in value appreciation every single year. So far, I think this is the best way to scale up your real estate investment portfolio. It works for me, so hopefully it can work for anybody else. Now let's move on to the 5 tips or the 5 notes that you should pay attention to when you want to start your own real estate investment portfolio. The very first tip or the very first note that I have to mention is set a goal, a target, and start saving money. Whenever you have a goal for or the budget to buy the house, start saving the money because it is much easier. And whenever you reach that limit, you can for sure start talking to the banks, get the pre-approval, and buy the property because the best time to buy the property was yesterday. The second tip is do never over leverage. So at some point of time, if you keep doing refinancing at 80% of the value of the house, you may have to reach the point of your mortgage payments every month is greater than the rent. So at that point of time, you will have the negative cash flow. And that negative cash flows is the early signal of being default. And I don't highly recommend anyone to do so. The third tip that anyone in the real estate investment should do is set aside a reserve. So the reserve I set for myself is 5% as the occupancy rate of the rent, and I use it, just set it aside just in case I cannot find any tenant in the short term, but luckily I haven't got any problem finding the tenants so far. The fourth note is be prepared. So as of right now, the market or the housing market in particular is very, very hot. It means that maybe the correction for the market is happening soon in the future. So whenever the market correction is happening, the value of the house may be dropping down a little bit, but don't too much worry about that because if you have the rental properties and the rent can cover the mortgage, so there's nothing wrong with that one at all. The fifth tip, and it is the last tip in the video, I always tell any of my friends in the real estate investment world is try to be a professional landlord. Because every tenant, although you are doing the house hacking or you do own the rental properties, the tenants are the ones that are helping you to pay down the mortgage, to survive and to build your portfolio. So treat them as professional client or professional customers. And believe me, if you can gain their trust, they will pay you back enormously. So that is the end of the video for today's day. If you find this video is useful and helpful, please do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop any comments if you have any questions. I promise I will answer all the questions whenever I got them show up on this section comments. So thank you so much for watching my video today and hope you have a great day.